last few weeks, Valve has been in hot water regarding Counter-Strike Global Offensive and skin gambling. What started as a class action lawsuit against Valve over the use of the Steam API in websites that would allow for gambling of skins ended up in huge controversy over disclosure and children gambling. The entire story was everywhere, yet Valve remained characteristically quiet. This was until early on the 13th, when Valve employee Eric Johnson went to Steam to post about the future of Steam and Counter-Strike. While stating that Valve was making absolutely no revenue on any of these gambling websites, they are aware of the negative effect it has on the users and player bases of their games. They then state that the use of the Steam API in these types of websites is against Steam's terms of service, and when needed, Valve will go after the sites that continue to break these rules after the current time, effectively putting an end to all Counter-Strike Global Offensive gambling whatsoever. Shortly after the news, many sites announced their closure, and unfortunately, some of these sites are keeping all the skins that users had placed and had yet to get out after the announcement. So I view this time as a changing period, where a few sites may make a fuss to stay afloat because there was a lot of money to be made. However, in a few months, I see all gambling sites shutting down completely. Now, I don't know what the lack of gambling will do to the market of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, but this entire situation may be interesting to see. This whole story once again shows that Valve is attempting to communicate with the community, even though this action seems to be pushed because of all the drama surrounding it. And to be honest, Valve is used to drama. Just last week, Valve shipped the long-awaited Meet Your Match update to a completely split community. And I'm not just talking about Heavy versus Pyro. Now, while I have covered this in great detail in my last two videos, Valve introduced a new casual matchmaking system while completely removing all official pubs. Vote Kick and the ability to choose specific maps are completely missing from this new system, along with entirely too high wait times to be able to even get into a game. Now, while I do appreciate that this entire system increases the value of community servers, the entire community system still needs work overall. Also, in my last video, I made a point of stating that the Heavy vs. Pyro update was not voting on who gets the weapons first, but instead who gets the weapons overall. And I was completely wrong, and forgot to check the blog post like an ugly idiot. Please, for the love of God, post everywhere possible, Tyler McVicker is an ugly idiot. Something that is not ugly or idiotic, but a bit hidden within the community is the Team Fortress 2 community mod, Team Fortress 2 Classic. And I had a chat with the lead devs on the mod because it seems as though the mod had completely disappeared. And they had told me that after a change in mod leads, development is going much faster and smoothly than ever before. And along with new items and general changes to the overall gameplay promised for us in the future, the team thinks there will be an update happening by the end of the year. However, don't hold anybody to that. Anybody that would like to learn more about Team Fortress 2 Classic, or anybody that doesn't know anything about this mod to begin with, check out the link down below and it will lead you to the official Team Fortress 2 Classic website where you can read more about the mod, learn about the mod, and also download their latest public beta, which was released a few months ago. If you're the type of person who is holding out for a new Valve-style game, this may be what you're looking for. Alternatively, you could just wait for Left 4 Dead 3, as it seems to be in some deep development right now. We've talked about some of the new evidence before in previous videos, but recently, some Reddit users found that Valve employees Tristan Reedford and Captain Chaos have had absurd amount of hours in Left 4 Dead 2. Yet the actual in-game stats listed on their Steam profiles don't match the in-game times at all. Now, speculation. This seems to further the idea of Valve masking Left 4 Dead 3 with the in-game Steam version of Left 4 Dead 2, to be able to test out any Steam-related features in the game. Now, remember that Tristan Reedford was the employee that leaked the picture of Left 4 Dead 3 in the first place, so I can see us getting some kind of official information on L4D3 within the next year or so. And that was all the different things that I saw happening within the Valve community and with Valve itself in the last week that I thought was noteworthy. If you noticed, I talked a little bit about community stuff in this official Valve catch-up video. That's a new system I'm doing. We will not have community catch-up and catch-up, we will just have catch-up. So, if you have any community mods, if you have any mods that you would like to see me talk about, maybe get into contact with the mod devs, or if you are a developer of a mod and you would like to see your mod get a bit more attention, feel free to contact me in my email down below, tylermcvicker@yahoo.com. I'm always willing to talk to any mod developers that want to get their stuff noticed, or maybe get people working on their mod teams, or just be able to help out the creation of any mods available. I love anything that goes on in the community, and I feel like generally Half-Life mods, Team Fortress mods, Portal mods, any kind of Valve source engine modifications or Gold source engine mods don't get enough attention anymore, and the few sites that do cover it are criminally underrated. So if you do want to try and work with me on these Valve catch-up episodes where I will be melding official Valve news with the community news, feel free to get in contact with me, and I will try my best to get in contact with you. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Tyler McVicker. This is Valve News Network. Have a good day. Adios.